My name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Aquarius that runs from the new moon until the full moon. So from the 21st of March till the 6th of April. So let's just shuffle your cards and just lay down your 10 cards on the table in front of me. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time? And the card I get is the Queen of Swords. First thing I feel here is you drawing your line in the sand. Okay, enough is enough. Okay, it's like you've worn your heart on your sleeve for so long. Okay, you come to realize that the best way forward now is to rule with your mind. Okay, because I do sense before you were trying to move away from a situation, and then you got so far, and then you just slip back into your sea of emotions, and you tried again, but now you come to realize you've got to rule with your mind around the situation. It feels unnatural because you're not like that naturally. You know, you're a very warm person, okay, but you realize you've got to be strong, and in a sense you've got to be a bit ruthless around this situation. It's not that you didn't give any chances. You gave so many chances. Okay, there's no more aces to play. Okay, this is the only way forward around this situation. The card crossing is the Two of Pentacles in the reversed position. Yes, you have been pulled one way and then the other. It's like your heart feeling one thing and then your mind wanting something else. Okay, if you look at the card, you've got these two ships, but it's a choppy ocean, so the ships can't come together. It's a bit like you're one of the ships, okay, and then what you want is the other ship, but something's been getting in the way. You know, water is very much about emotions. Okay, so your emotions have been holding you back. Yes, it's good to listen to your emotions, but it's like you've been drowning in your emotions. Okay, so once you rule with your minds, yeah, which you are starting to do as shown by the Queen of Swords, then it just calms down, and then you go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you. Things just completely changed. If I look back, I've got the Four of Wands here, okay, and it is giving me a time when things were very settled for you, okay, but quite clearly something happened here recently where happiness just turned to sadness and laughter turned to tears. I say something happened that just changed the whole course of things. Okay, something was said or something was done. Okay, and then you try to go back, but the same thing just happened over and over again. Okay, things just went from bad to worse. Okay, and it's like something here about the bitter end here. Okay, and now you come to realize you've got to be a bit ruthless around this person or this situation, and then that will enable you to move forward. Wow, okay, as I look more forward, I've got the Eight of Wands. I say wow because it's a very positive card, okay? It's rapid movement forward here for you, okay? It's also the one card in the pack, the Eight of Wands, which has the same meaning upright as well as reversed. It's like whichever way you look at the situation, you always come to the same conclusion. You realise it's dead and buried, okay? There's no going back, okay? Which then helps to drive you forward, okay? It can also gives me arrows of love and Cupid's arrows, so romance could be bubbling up around you soon, okay? Things could be up in the air a little bit, but they are shown to settle within the next 8 weeks. There's also some goal or project that is going to be achieved within that time. The card in the goal position is shown by the Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, quite clearly there's been a lot of upsets here, which is shown by the spilt cups on the ground. Okay, there's been a lot of losses, but there's still 2 cups standing. There's so much ahead of yourself, okay, and it's very much about you putting your best foot forward, you know, ruling with your mind, being rather ruthless around the situation, but you have given loads of chances, okay. You know, it's not as if you're just being ruthless just for the sake of being ruthless. You gave so many chances, you've ruled with your heart, if you like, which didn't work. You know, it's time to let go, and there's so much ahead of you once you do that. Subconsciously, yeah, I mean, there's been a breakdown in communication here as shown by the Three of Pentacles. So quite clearly, you know, something happened here. You know, things reached rock bottom around a situation or with a person, okay? It can also talk maybe some problems around money or a work situation or something around business. So things are shown to improve here over the next 8 weeks. The advice here, yeah, I mean, the advice very much along the same lines. It's the Ten of Pentacles reversed, which again, you know, you've got 2 people on that card chatting, it's reversed. Yeah, which is very much about a breakdown in communication. And the same here, you've got 2 people chatting, but it's reversed, a breakdown in communication. I mean, the advice here is just to let go and move forward. I mean, this card can give me something like losing the world to gain it. You must lose the world to gain it. You've been holding on to stuff for far too long. It's been weighing you down, keeping you stuck. Let go. You become lighter and you just whiz forward. That's where you are now. But initially, it can be a little bit difficult, okay? Just the initial period, the transitional period, okay? Because your heart will still kind of come in and try and persuade you to go back. But no, you know, there's too much water under the bridge. So many chances were given. No more aces to play, okay? It's dead and buried. On the outside, yeah, I mean, I've got the King of Cups here, which just got his foot just touching the water, okay? So it's like you not drowning in your emotions, okay? I mean, the thing is that if you let them kind of sort of build up, then they can take control. So the feeling here is to rule with your mind, but because the water, the foot's just touching the water, take on board what your emotions have to say, okay? But don't let them rule the situation, because if you go too deep, you start drowning in your emotions and you go back to square one. So it's like ruling with your mind, but taking on board what your heart has to say, and then working together just drives you forward. So your hopes and your fears is shown by the High Priestess, okay? I suppose your fear is really, you know, what's coming up, you know, what's hidden, change, you know, it's all fear, you know, but there's so many good things ahead for you, okay? You've made that decision, I feel, or you are going to make that decision to rule your mind, rule with your mind rather than your heart, okay? I can see things opening up for you. Things are looking very, very positive. There's very much this feeling of you being more in touch with your inner god or inner goddess here, okay? Which then gives you like some answers, some secrets which you've been looking for, which then enables you to move forward. And then the outcome card, very positive, okay? It's the Emperor card. It's all about stability for you, okay? So yeah, maybe things are going to be a little bit up in the air, perhaps initially, you know, as you make these changes, you know. It's a bit like you're in a car and you're going to this really nice place, and along the way you see all these trees on the road, okay? You could go back to where you come from and just go back to all those challenges, or you can just move those trees, which will be a little bit difficult, but it can easily be done. Then once you clear them, then it's just full steam ahead for you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. Thank you.